Hey, what's up everybody? My name is KingZ. Welcome back to the Empire. If this is your first time here, welcome in. I hope you enjoy your stay. I hope you enjoy the episode. And if you do, make sure to check out the rest of the series and consider subscribing. So last episode, we finished up our blacksmith here. I think it came out pretty good. I could probably do a little bit more work, add a little bit more foliage around here, add a little bit more life to the area, but I want to finish up some of the other stuff here. We worked on the storage area a little bit, which I think is kind of cool. Adds a lot of life to the area. Feels pretty lived in with all these crates and chests and barrels in here. And there's a little hole back here, which I'll talk about in a second. We also came through here. We finished up our dungeon. We made it look pretty cool. I've also added in a few of these little water droplet areas. Where is it at? Oh, there we go. There's one dripping. There's a few of them in here. There's another one that dripped down some water. I added those in like I said I was going to do. And originally I was planning on actually putting a nether portal back behind here. I was going to use some secret piston doors and kind of move these out of the way and make it look kind of cool, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. I'm still thinking about it. I might do something like that. Maybe have these three and these three kind of push to the side, leading to a secret downstairs area going down to our nether portal. But I was also thinking about using our storage area for that, because if I'm traveling through the nether for fast travel, it's probably because I'm trying to get somewhere pretty quick with a lot of materials. And we have our storage area here with this little hole. What I'm thinking about doing is putting a secret door here. So I'm gonna have a piston door instead of just moving to the side, which I know how to do just fine. I'm gonna have to look up a tutorial on how to build something that goes back and then to the side to open up for us. So going to be a little bit harder of a piston door for me to build. Like I've said before, I want to learn how to do redstone a little bit more, so I want to kind of get into that stuff, and this is just a small little taste of it for me. I'm trying to figure out how to get this piston door in here working, and then we'll have a little bit of a one wide hallway leading down to an open area where we're going to have our actual nether portal for fast travel over to King's Valley and to wherever else in the Empire that we plan to go in the future. I managed to fix up this building a little bit. I added the stairs upside down here. The roof still kind of looks pretty plain, pretty flat, but I figured it's not going to be a huge accent piece. We're going to have the rest of the castle back here to look at anyway, so it's not really going to be that much of a problem. And I think I'm going to use this as a great hall. I might also drop these logs down one more and have a floor on this level wrapping around here, so we'll have like an upper deck or something like that up there that people can talk and hang out on. Not really sure where I'm going to implement a staircase if that's the case, but just trying to make things look a little bit cooler around here. These windows are going to go up quite a ways, probably to the height of this one. I was kind of experimenting a little bit, mainly just because this building's here and I don't want it to be connecting with these fences in here. You can see this one actually connects a little bit, so it's kind of awkward, but we'll see what we can do there. And I want to get a lot of stuff done this episode, maybe get closer to finishing up this castle. This is episode 15. I want to have the next 5 episodes dedicated completely to the castle portion. So what we're going to be trying to do today is getting a whole bunch of stuff done. So first things first, I'm going to finish up another portal. We're going to get decorating some of these other areas a little bit, and then I'm going to come out here and I'm going to try to build a few buildings out here. I haven't yet updated to 1.14.4 in this world, but I have in my tutorial world. That's the reason that I can do things with the replay mod in there now. But I'm not sure if I want to update this world just yet. I haven't really checked out any of the bugs or any of the fixes that they've had. I'll probably have to check that out as this episode is going along. I'll make sure to let you guys know if I do, and if I do, we'll probably have a few time lapses in this episode of me building a few buildings in here, maybe another horse stable around here for the common folk of the area. But I want to put a few buildings in here to make things look a little bit more alive, and add maybe some stalls in here. Just a few more things to make this thing feel like it's actually a lived-in castle area. But I'm going to try to attempt to do a little bit of a stream probably and get some of that recording done. I also want to get another tutorial video out for you guys. Hopefully, if you haven't seen those already, you'll check them out. I do a lot of the builds, like this gatehouse right here is actually one of my tutorial builds on the How Do You Build That series. So if you guys are interested in any of the buildings that I do and you want to learn how to build some of these things, I do like take these and dismantle them in another world, and then I rebuild them during the tutorial world and kind of show you guys block for block how I build a lot of these things. I did a tree tutorial just recently, an oak tree tutorial. If you guys are interested in some organic things, those aren't technically block for block, and they probably never will be just because organics are kind of random. If you guys are interested in learning how I build things, or if you just want to learn how to build a little bit better, or you're just looking for a little bit of inspiration, make sure to check out that series and tell me what you think. I'm going to go ahead and check out a couple of tutorials and see if I can't get a piston door in our storage area over there. And if I can't, we'll probably move it towards the dungeon, but I'm hoping that I can get something working over there. So I will see you guys in just a little bit. Okay, so I've been working on the hidden entrance to the portal. As you can see, it's kind of closed up. There's no real easy way to tell where the access point is, but if you look real closely, there's a nice little button here which will open this thing up. I'm gonna press it now to show you guys how it kind of works. And I will admit this thing does work a heck of a lot better with a lever versus a button, but I'm going for aesthetics over efficiency, I guess, just to make things look a little bit better. I mean, I am the only person in this world, so it doesn't really matter if anybody sees, but I just kind of want it to look a little bit better. I'll take you guys into a creative world after I show you what I got down here to show you how it works with a lever, plus it'll kind of show you guys how it works a little bit better. But down here, I've just kind of textured the walls, the ceiling a little bit. I have some stairs leading down here to get us down to the portal room area, and I've already stuck a portal down here, and I've already linked it to our current little nether hub. It's going to make fast travel from here in King's Valley just a heck of a lot better. So if we pop in here real quick, we're just a hop, skip, and a jump away from our portal over there, which is really nice. So that's King's Valley over there, and then there is the castle area, in case you guys were curious. I haven't really done anything in the nether quite yet. I mean, now we finally have a fast travel location, so maybe it would be kind of a good idea to decorate the nether tunnel areas a little bit. But down here, I'm actually going to have probably another small little storage. Once I get shulker boxes, I'll probably place shulker boxes on the wall. But for right now, I think barrels kind of act the same way as shulker boxes, where you can place them sideways and still open them. So I'm probably going to use barrels for now until I get shulker boxes. But honestly, I kind of want to head to the end here pretty soon, because I am getting tired of carrying inventories full and inventories full of things just to drop them off in chests and move them elsewhere. So it'd be really nice to get a set of shulker boxes to kind of carry items around and move items around a little bit easier in the world. But let's go ahead and head on to my creative world to check out how this door actually works. So this is what I call my test build world. You can see a few things off in the distance where I've been building a few things, some tree concepts, a few houses and things like that. You can actually see the stables over there. There's the gatehouse, which I didn't actually originally build in here. Sometimes I bring survival builds into this world using pictures and kind of deconstruct them a little bit and rebuild them for the tutorial world. So if you guys are wondering how I do some of the builds for the tutorial world, that's kind of how I do it. But over here I have a little redstone section. You can see my iron farm right here, the old concept iron farm, which is no longer of use to us, but this is the door here. The actual redstone is actually right here. I'm going to go ahead and link the video that I used in the description. I actually checked out 2 separate videos, and this is the only one that really worked for me. My original plan to have the blocks move back and then sideways didn't really work out. I didn't have enough room, and I didn't really know how to link up the redstone to make it work so easily. But you can see right here, I'm going to use a lever. It's going to work a heck of a lot better. Just real quick, pulls the first one down, throws it off to the side, grabs the second one, pulls it all the way down, and then we can walk right in, which is really nice. This stuff right here leading up to the lever is actually not in the tutorial, so this is kind of my own little way to get it up here. That's probably why it looks so janky. If anybody has a better way to do this, be sure to link a tutorial in your comment, or link one of your own videos, or possibly, I don't know. You can see it close here. Pretty quick. It's actually a lot slower in my world. But that's the redstone. Let's go ahead and head back to KingZee's Empire and see what else we're going to be doing today. So I've been doing a little bit of work here in the courtyard, trying to lay out some plans for some buildings. Nothing really concrete, just a general idea of where I want to have buildings, some building shapes, trying to get a layout for a possible town in here. Not going to have too many buildings, and some of these shapes are probably not going to stay the way they are. Just some general ideas I have in my head. This is actually going to be a stable right here, and I'm thinking about having a stableman house. And then this might possibly be like an inn or something like that. I'm not really totally sure what I want to do, but I figured having an inn here where like maybe some noblemen can stay, or possibly some out-of-towners. I'll have a few little horse hitching posts right here, possibly a few small stables leading up to the castle area. Not sure what this building is going to be, or this building. I do know I want like a diagonal building here just because I think it'll look pretty cool. Not really sure what this building is going to be either, but I do want to try to make something right here as like an overpass, or underpass, I guess it would be. Have a building up top here, and then have something down here. I'm not really sure what just yet, but hopefully I can come up with something kind of cool. I'm probably going to try to work on a lot of this stuff off camera just because I really don't know what I want to do. I'm going to try to build some cool stuff and bring us back in here to show it off. So I will see you guys once this is all complete. Welcome back, everybody. I've been doing a lot of work here on the interior of this courtyard, and I've come up with a lot of cool buildings I want to show you. I have one more I want to complete, but I think I'm actually going to do a time lapse for that. As you walk in, you see this nice little building here. I think it's like a 5x7. Yeah, 5x7. Most of these actually are just the exteriors done just now. I still got to go back through and add some interiors. I really want to add interiors to this area because it's actually relatively small. I think it'd be a good spot to practice some interiors. Very small interior here. I'm probably going to have to put a staircase over here somewhere. I'm using scaffolding blocks. So if you see scaffolding blocks around here in this way, it's basically just for me to get up here relatively easy without having to build a staircase right now. Like I said, nothing going on in the interior. It's a nice little house that we'll be able to decorate later on. I still have not done anything over here quite yet, so now I'm really kind of stuck of what I want to do here. This house and this house are kind of the same. It's just one is diagonal, so it's basically the same thing. I do love the way this diagonal house actually came out though. They got the nice little flower boxes up here. I need to add some in those areas probably to make things liven up a little bit more. A few windows around here. I'm gonna be decorating this a little bit more on the exterior, all of these on the exterior actually, once I'm done with the inn over here. But if we head inside here, this actually has a little bit more of a finished interior. There's some beams going across here to make it look like it's more stable in here. There's a ladder that goes up to the second floor. There's a nice little table. If you guys don't know what this block is, this is actually my scaffolding block. I mentioned it over there. If you see them around like this, it's mainly just I use them for tables. I'll probably place a lantern on there once I come up here to actually decorate. I was actually living in this little diagonal house for a little while. That's why there's a bed in here, a few chests and some things, crafting table. I'm thinking this will probably just be like a regular house, nothing too special. Same with this one, probably just be a regular house. This one is actually going to be maybe a shop or something like that down below. It's relatively big. There's actually a nice little balcony up there. We'll go check out in a minute. There's a second floor that spans across all this area. There's actually a third little attic space up there that leads off to the balcony. But down here below, I want to have a little like a shop of sorts, maybe like a tool shop, a weaponsmith or something like that. Maybe a bookshop, maybe a bakery, maybe something like that. We'll have to think of what we want to do for lore in this area for a shop to be around here. But not too much going on the interior, so I'll show you guys real quick. That's the first floor. Second floor is right here. I'll probably have a room back here. Maybe this will be a nice little open space for reading or something like that. And then up top here, maybe another room. It's got a little window here with not much of a view, but then you have this nice view with the balcony here, which you can see the city street below. You probably have a nice view of the castle entrance later on, but that is kind of the build so far. Like I said, I really want to go back through and add some details. I just want to show you guys what I've done in the meantime. So the last build that I've been working on is actually the stable over here. And I was having a real hard time with it, but I think I finally got something that I really like. And I think this piece right here really adds to it. So originally I was trying to put a house down here, but it didn't really fit. So I decided to make it like more of a storage area down below where the guy would store wheat. And this is actually our stableman's house. So he's real friendly with the horses. He loves the horses. He's a real animal guy. Has a lot of horses. This is actually our horse right here. He's really fast. He can jump really high. Whoops, let's not do that. Let's ride him. Look how fast he is. And I believe he's actually like a 3-block jumper, like easy. I haven't really been able to test if he's a 4-block jumper. I don't have anything to jump on like except for this, but it's not really that great of an opportunity to do so. See, because of that, we're not going to do that again. Let's just go put this guy up, and there we go. Set him there so he's not getting in trouble. But we have a lot of horses. I went out to a plains biome, like I want to say it's like 400, 500 blocks that way, which is actually probably a good spot to start our next project after the Hobbit area, or maybe that'll be the Hobbit area. I'll have to go scout it out a little bit more. Very secluded, very surrounded by things. It's actually near an ocean, which is kind of cool. And I still have our 2 original horses that I brought over here. But yeah, the stable looks really nice. I still want to add some more detail, maybe some water troughs in there, some hay bales, kind of similar to the ones we have over there in Kings Valley. But I really love this little house. You come up the stairs here, very small, very quaint. He wouldn't have a lot going on. He has got a bed. I'll probably put up another table somewhere around here, maybe move the bed back that way possibly. There's not a whole lot of space to work with up here, so maybe he'll be sleeping in the inn. Maybe this will just be like a tool space up here. I'm not totally sure just yet what I want to do, but I really love how this came out. And the pathway is looking really good throughout here, and I thought I would dirty it up a little bit all around here. So I've actually added a lot of the dirt and our kind of our dirt path coming through here to make things a little bit more messy, especially leading over to the stable area and coming out of the stable area. I'll probably do the same over here. I've already tried to start it a little bit, and I might take it out this way a little bit more, maybe end it and then bring it back in over here by the actual blacksmith as well. Might be a little bit more dirty over here, same thing as over here maybe. And then once we head up towards the castle area, I'll probably just leave it kind of smooth and textured, kind of like this, just to kind of signify you're coming into a higher wealth area. But yeah, I've done a lot of work so far. Sorry the videos aren't coming out as often as I would like. I'm gonna try to fix that, get a little bit more consistent. But to give you guys a little bit of a treat, I'm gonna try to build this inn completely on camera using a time lapse. And I really don't know what I want to do with this inn right now. Similar to all these builds actually, just kind of free-handed all the builds. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna freehand the build. It might take a little bit longer. The time lapse might be relatively long. I'm not totally sure, but it'll kind of give you guys a little glimpse into my mind and how I build in real time. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse. The inn is complete as far as the structure goes, the exterior and all that. I think it's kind of done. We do need to add a few small detail bits here and there and kind of change a few things because I want to do some different stuff with the interior. But we got this baby done. I've added a balcony up top. I've added a few windows here and there off camera. I've added a few small detail-y bits, but not much. Like I said, a few windows and stuff like that. Over here, I'm actually planning to expand this area back a little bit because I want to actually make this a inn and a pub. So if you come through here, we'll have a bar area in here where you can actually purchase a room to go upstairs this way. You walk up here, you come this way, the actual inn is up here. I'm going to incorporate probably a few bunk beds here for a cheap price for someone to just stay inside out of the rain but still be inside the castle wall. We'll have a nice pub in here. We'll probably have a few tables, a few stools, maybe place a villager in here to act like, you know, there's actually someone in here manning the station. But like I said, I want to push that wall back so we have a little bit more room. I want to add like a small little fire pit here, a few logs out here for people to tell stories, people to kind of hang out outside but still inside the wall, and maybe they could possibly sleep out here and pay a small fee, or maybe not even pay a fee at all because they're sleeping outside. Just trying to add as much detail as I can. But if you head in here, this is the actual inn. So we have a nice little entryway here. It's pretty small. Probably have a flower pot with a fern in there or something like that. We have a nice little hallway here with a nice view of the street. There's a decent sized room here which you can pay for, and if you come this way around the corner, there's another small room, but it's, you know, it's private. If you walk up here, I was originally planning on putting a master suite up here with a balcony and everything, but I couldn't figure out a way to incorporate a door down here without messing up my staircase because it is such a small interior. I have to think about doing something different possibly, or maybe just leaving this open for everybody to kind of enjoy. Everybody can come up here and kind of look out the balcony and kind of hang out. And then there is one more room here, which will be like a nice big room for someone to stay in. Maybe like a nobleman that's passing by, doesn't want to stay in the castle, just wants to stay a night here as he's leaving his way to go maybe to the next kingdom. And there's an easy way out here, which I'm planning to do a little bit of decorating. Just need to get a few more blocks here and there to make it happen. But that is the inn. I think it came out pretty great. You could see that I tore down the original plan that I had to build this thing as like a weird diagonal shape. I think the rectangular shape, the square shape that I have, the L shape, whatever you want to call it, works a lot better for interiors. So that's kind of why I did that. Have a nice overhang here for adding a little bit more space to that second floor, which really helped out planning out the interior. But all in all, I think I did a pretty good job. I still have to add a lot of the detailed bits around the courtyard area with all these houses and buildings and stuff like that. But I'll probably try to do some of that off camera. I might incorporate some of it into the next video just to show you guys what I do. Next episode, we'll probably be working on the actual keep and the main entrance here. So I think that's pretty nice. I had a wandering villager come by, bring me a few acacia saplings, which was really nice. We could probably incorporate some of this into the main keep area. But anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this episode. If you're brand new or haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. Leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the episode. Let me know what you think of the series. And I will see you all next time here on KingZee's Empire.